Matt Morensick, this is John O'Leary and Steve McWilliams. We teach the social justice documentary filmmaking class that this film's a part of, and it's 10 students, and we have 1 semester to do it, so that's pretty intense. Previous films we've done are Price of Life, coming off the DL, No Greater Pain, Beyond These Walls, All of Us Home, and our most recent, Healed, which was a finalist at the Student Academy Awards in Los Angeles. And I think it was up against a film from Stanford and a film from NYU, so we're repping Villanova. Like I said, John O'Leary and Steve McWilliams here, Matt Morensick, and I have the pleasure to introduce our director, Ellie Wright.
Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. My name is Ellie Wright. I'm a junior communication major, and I had the pleasure of directing this film this year. I took the class last year as well, and the thing that's kind of kept me coming back is what John likes to refer to as the storytelling aspect. And there are just all these incredible people out there doing amazing things in the world, and so many of them don't have a platform to share what they're doing. And our class likes to focus on those people, particularly in Philly, and kind of spread the message of these amazing things that they're doing. And the project is particularly special this year because it's about one of our own, Tony Chennault, a Villanova alum. And I'm sure many of you know of Tony as a basketball player. Some of you probably know him personally. I didn't know Tony all that well until this film, but as a result of it, I've come to know him as one of those people who's truly ignited change in our community, and I think he's going to do a lot of great things in his life. So, Tony, thank you for trusting us to share your story. And without further ado, I am so proud to present you guys with In Transition, Tony Chennault. So you guys have probably heard from me enough already. I'm Ellie Wright, a junior communication major, and I directed this project. Had the honor of working alongside these 9 guys who just tirelessly committed themselves to this over the last couple months, and couldn't have asked for a better crew. And Tony, for, as I said, trusting us with his story and just being so open to this process. It's been incredible. So I'll let you guys introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Nick Carney. I'm a junior marketing major. I was one of the writers on the film, and I'm involved with graphics and other stuff. I think the coolest thing about this project, well, one of the cool things just in terms of actual making is just all the different things we got to do in terms of being able to go out on shoots and meet all these really cool people, work in the studio, editing, all that stuff, all these different experiences that are going to be really impactful and we're going to be able to use for the rest of our lives. But the coolest thing for me was just kind of, I knew Tony as a basketball player, but and I knew kind of his story, but getting to know him personally, and seeing the things that he's doing, seeing the things that have happened to him in his life and how he's using them moving forward. Ellie says, like she said, we're telling a story, and the ability to tell Tony's story and see the things that he's going to do, that was the best thing that I could have gotten out of this, and I feel blessed to be able to have the opportunity, to work alongside him, and I'm just excited for the things that he's going to do in the future.
Hi, my name is Nicole Breen. I'm a senior communication major, and I was the line producer and one of the editors for this film. And 2 of my favorite things in the world are basketball and movies. So to be able to combine both of those things and work on this project with the class and help Tony, but also to help all these other kids that this film is will be shown to, not just in Philly, but all around the country. So to be able to do 2 of my favorite things in such a cool way was a really great experience.
Hi, my name is Andrew Maffa. I'm a junior communications major. Along with Nick, I helped write the film, and I also helped with a little bit of the editing. And for the past 2 years, I've gotten to know Tony on a personal level through my working with the basketball team. And I knew bits and pieces of his story, but like this film and working alongside him, it's given me the opportunity just to see how incredible of a person he is. And that he really is going to make an impact in whatever he would have decided to do, but especially with film. Such a talented guy, and I think his story is one that a lot of people can really connect to and a lot of people can relate to. And as everyone else has said, I was just kind of blessed to be able to work on this project and to work with these incredible people.
Hey everybody, my name is Michelle Costanza. I'm a sophomore comm and Spanish major. I did PR and I'm going to continue doing PR for this film. So thanks to everybody following the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Thanks guys. Hit us up. So, oh god, there's so much I could say about this experience. It was quite something. And I've taken things from this personally and also from just Tony's story. It's really amazing. And that would probably be, to just be open to new experiences and new challenges. I've never been in something like this before, so that was a big lesson for me. And just taking from Tony's story, just to kind of embrace the obstacles that life gives you, life throws you something unexpected, you embrace that and you use that to transition into a better version of yourself. So thank you, Tony.
Hi, my name is Kayvon Edwards. I'm a senior communications major. I also knew Tony through basketball because I'm on the women's basketball team. But I met Tony through basketball, like I said, but just this class is just made me appreciate, I don't know what it is, but it made me appreciate where I am and what I have in life, because Tony, I don't know how you did it, man. You're like an idol, you're like an inspiration to, I'm sure, many people here and everywhere else. But I worked on the educational aspect of the film, and Michelle here, just making this, sorry, I'm a little nervous, making this film as a tool to just give back to the community and just continue to. I do it for the kids. Yeah, Tony does it for the kids. Tony loves the kids, so. That was awesome. But yeah, and as far as the class, I love you guys. This is my second year on the course as well with Ellie and Tom down here. But we definitely grew close in this course, and me and Tom talk every day. Absolutely nothing, but it's definitely a great course for me, and thanks to Matt and John and Steve, little Steve, love you guys too.
Hi, I'm Tomar. I'm currently a physics major, the sophomore year. So obviously Tony has a really great story, and this being my first legitimate film experience, seriously, this was great. I couldn't have asked for anything better. I'm so excited. On top of that, I was working with a great group of people here. I'm not exactly the most social person of all, but you know what? I was forced to. I'm glad I was forced. No, seriously, I'm glad I was with you guys. You guys are some of the best friends I've ever had. And yeah, by the way, Tony, I was begging Tom already, but can you hire me as a PA? I'll do it for free. I'll do it for free, just for the sake of it, please.
Hi everybody, I'm Tom Boston. I'm a senior communications major. And wow, there's so much I could say about this film and what I've taken from it. Firstly, what I've learned from Tony's amazing story. But as a senior, I feel very lucky and blessed to have been able to have experienced this class. I've learned so much. I learned a lot about teamwork, working together on a collaborative project, and learned a lot about myself, strengths, weaknesses. It was a really amazing experience, and I can't say what, there's so much I could say about it, but it was great.
Hello, I'm Brad Aaron. I'm a sophomore, aspiring communications major, I guess. I would like Nicole, two things I love are movies and basketball, so this is a great opportunity to combine them. I was really excited when Steve and Matt approached me about the project, about the topic, and I thought it would turn out great, and it turned out better than I expected. So, I'm really proud of everyone up here. Everyone did awesome in their individual roles, and I think it turned out awesome. And tell me if you're giving out jobs, I guess I'll ask for one also.
Tom Smith. Today was my last final, so I'm done at Villanova. I met Tony my junior year, so that was 3 years ago. Yeah, so I didn't know he was a basketball player at first. I had to follow basketball. I had a science class with him, and I was fortunate enough last spring he asked me to be a part of his production company. So I actually got to help him make Chris and Old Pet. And working with him is just, he's the most selfless person I've ever met. He directs everything. So he's trying to direct all the actors, and then when me and Rob, who's working the camera over there, need to actually produce something and work, and we need help on set, he's like, oh, I'll do it. I'll run to the house and get it. And we're like, no, Tony, you're the director. You have to stay. You can't help everybody. This is my third time taking the class. I directed last year's and I did cinematography the year before that, and I did the DP, so I was the director of photography this year. And this class was actually amazing. A lot of these guys don't have a lot of camera experience before this, and they came out and you saw how good that looked. It was absolutely amazing that a lot of these guys have that much talent.
Thank you.
A lot of experience. Yeah, this was probably the best class I've worked with in my 3 years. I just want to also shout out to our teachers, John O'Leary, Stephen Williams, and Matt Winter.
Do you want to say something, Tom?
Have everybody come out tonight. I approached Stephen Williams about doing this project last spring. You know, we got into talking about it, and going to this project, it was on two things I wanted to happen. One, I wanted to be able to inspire and impact people with, which it does a great job of. And two, I wanted the story to be told the right way. Because my story is not only this story is just not mine. It's my brother's story, it's Faith's story, it's Nikki's story, it's my dad's story. Because they all part of my success and all part of what happened throughout my life. So I felt like these guys did a great job of it, and I really appreciate everyone telling the story the right way. Thank you.
Okay, does anyone have any questions for the filmmakers, for Tony, about the process? Shout them out, because we only have the one mic. Anybody? Yes?
So what's your next step for the documentary? Are you guys going to show it anywhere else? And, competitions, I guess, film festivals?
I guess I'll take that one. So every year we enter the film we produce into film festivals. As Matt said earlier, we were a finalist for the Student Academy Awards last year, so that was pretty cool. So we'll be doing the same thing again this year, but the film really has a life of its own after tonight when we show it. And Tony's planning on taking it and showing it, taking it around to schools, talking to kids, trying to really connect with them, and show them that there are opportunities out there for them. There is a future beyond basketball. It's a great vehicle to get you an education and towards success, but there's greater success beyond it. So that's the plan as of right now.
Nick, what did you just mail today?
Oh, yeah. Well, we sent out our first copy to a film festival in my hometown, so hoping we get in.
Other questions? Someone have one in the back.
Well, where is his hometown? Your hometown?
Oh, I'm from Santa Barbara, California.
There you go.
It's the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. It's a pretty big deal, so we'll see.
Any other questions? Making the film or? Yes, right here.
Do you guys have any favorite parts of the film or favorite outtakes or anything?
Repeat the question. Repeat the question.
We were asked about some favorite moments we have or favorite outtakes, and Michelle has an answer to this one.
Alright, this unfortunately did not make in the film. I'm a little bitter about it, but there's a few snaps. So we had just kept the camera rolling after one of the interviews outside Tony's house, and he and his brother Sean just had this really sweet sibling moment of like laughing, and Tony's like, like we watch it over and over. I thought it was the cutest thing in the whole world. So thanks for that question. Oh, that and Pop Pop, best character.
Anyone else? Brad?
You saw John Chaney throughout the film multiple times. I was part of the team that kind of cut down his interview, which was probably like 2.5 hours long. I'd say about 5 minutes of it was usable footage. He touched on politics, Ebola, anything he could talk about. So that was my favorite part.
Other questions? Yeah, back in the back.
So Tony, after filming this movie, did you feel like you gained a particular style of directing, or are you going to stick to documentaries, or do you want to maybe build on genres?
Ellie directed the film.
Well, like, I know, but for your future.
Oh, for future, mainly I'm just focusing on doing web series and documentaries for the time being, and if someday I have the opportunity to do a feature film, I'll do it, definitely.
There's another question here.
Can you tell us how many hours of interviews you accumulated to make this film?
I don't know if we have an actual hour count, but we had 4 terabytes of footage on our hard drive.
It's over 100.
It's a lot of hours. A lot of hours. So the process of taking all of that and condensing it into a 40-minute film in 15 weeks, which less than that because we did all the filming, and then we had, after we finished all the filming, a little bit of time to make this. It's a long process, a lot of hours. It's a 6-credit class, so we're in the class technically for 6 hours a week roughly, but we spent a lot more time than that just to get all of that footage into this film. So a lot of
Probably about
hours.
150 hours cut down to 40 minutes, and they did this in a matter of weeks, just the 10 of them. So I mean, that really is amazing. Other questions? Yes, I'm sorry.
Is there anything about the movie that you guys would change or alter now that you've seen it complete?
It's a tough question.
I don't want to answer that.
I guess I'll answer this again. I think the biggest challenge in telling someone's story is condensing an entire life of 23 whatever years into 40 minutes. So this might be kind of working around your question, but I think if I had the ability to go back and do this again, and make it longer, just because there's so much more we could say, when you're making a film, you have these different themes that come up, and we knew his story the whole time, but we had to figure out, what themes we were going to build off of, and how our interviews kind of led us in a different direction. So to condense it in 40 minutes is a tough process, and there's things that you want to get in there, but in the essence of time and practicality, you can't let them all in there. So if we were able to go back and make it longer, that would be something we could do and kind of just tell more of his story, more of the things that we want to get out there. But I think for what we did and what we had and all the things we were able to do, I think we were pretty happy with the outcome.
Yes.
So, do you think it's possible to take, this work of art you've done for 40 minutes, and to make something that is very short, that you can interject into media that young people first get exposed to professional basketball, to basically give them a message?
Yeah, it's a trailer. We will make a trailer. How long would the trailer be?
2-3 minutes, probably.
2 to 3 minutes. So
It's longer than a commercial, but yes.
Yes, it's longer than a commercial. We have another question. Yes, sir. Patrick.
I thought the music really helped the emotion of the film. Is there anything about that? I thought
Yeah,
it
there
was
is
great.
something about the music. Where is he?
Yeah,
No, he pays the attention. This is Ricky Mazzola. Ricky!
Hey, Ricky!
In the class, 3 years ago? 4 years ago tonight. 4 years ago tonight. And so he, we were sort of looking through this movie and saying, boy, we need great music. And Matt said, because Ricky's graduated, you can call Ricky and ask him? And I said, him so much. But why did you say yes?
Because Steve called and asked me. It was a good story. It was really visual right off the front. It was easy to do. Tony, if you're hired.
Everyone's stealing my line. Any other questions? Yes.
Tony, can you tell us how we can follow your next move and when all that's going to be done and how we can see it?
Well, right now we're in the process of finishing up the second episode over here. It will be out in January, and I think we're gonna do YouTube.
Yeah.
You're gonna release it on YouTube, and it'll be like on our social media. So you have Facebook. Our social media name is @267 Productions. So you can follow us on there for all our updates.
Tony, do you want to say something about the merchandise you have?
Oh yeah. Also, anybody want any like sweatshirts and hoodies? We have some in the back. My brother got them, so he's a merchandise man.
If you want a real 267 sweatshirt, it'll be for sale. How much?
Yeah, he's sold for $20.
Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Being a lung cancer process, I'm like someone who go through the process that he went through from afar, like they over in Europe. I just want to say I have a lot of respect for you and your family for allowing something like this to be done. To give that vision to young kids and people that don't understand inner city life. And I think that people really be able to take something from it, but also to have a panel of people who come from different cultures and backgrounds to experience where you live firsthand and what it was really like. And I think they did a great job with the film. Congratulations on the rest.
Thank you. Thank you.
Steve Williams, you want to say anything about this project?
Hello, Steve.
Hello. Little Steve.
You got a couple hours? I just want to thank the students. It was just amazing. Echo my thanks to Tony for sharing your story with us. And we would have nothing if we weren't brave enough to bring it to us. So I hope we can do something with it. And I hope we can honor your brother and your mother with this movie throughout the next couple of years from this story. Thank you.
I've been at Villanova for 18 years. Matt's shorter. Again, Matt is a former student who has come back and is now teaching the class. Steve's been at Villanova forever. And, we just always talk about how much we love this. We can't, in some ways we think, I hope that there are no Villanova administrators here, but we feel like we shouldn't even get paid because we love doing it so much. We really, really, really admire very much the way these students work together. Each one of these students, and this doesn't always happen, they check their egos at the door and they work together. And we had great debates and arguments about putting this in or doing it this way or telling the story this way. But the respect for each other and the respect for Tony and his family was always there. And that these students did this in 15 weeks is incredible. So thank you guys. Thank you.